Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you guys so much for your well wishes and your kindnesses and all your love and support during this time. Okay, as you know, most of you know, we got hit direct by Hurricane Ian, which came in 7 miles short of being a category 5 hurricane. Okay, so like they say on the Weather Channel, if you're getting hit by a hurricane that's just a few miles short of being at miles per hour, I'm sorry, of being a next category hurricane, you're getting hit by the next category hurricane. So, in other words, we're getting hit by a hurricane 5, even though they can't call it a 5. You've got to remember that when you're, preparing that this is a big deal. So, of course, we got out of Dodge, right? So we got out of Dodge. So we thought, well, we did. We got out of Dodge. We're here. We're alive. We're well. It was a brutal, brutal few days, though. I'm not going to kid you because the storm was colossal. So the one thing about Hurricane Ian, not only was it only 7 miles per hour short of being a Category 5, it was also one of the most biggest colossal hurricanes recorded. Okay, so it was huge. Um, Anyway, long story short, we survived it. Our house is still standing, and I don't know how. Like by the grace of God, our house is still standing. I can't even believe it. There's people all around me who have had complete devastation. There's people all around me who have major damage. And my house is like it's a pig pen. It's disgusting. It's a mess. The yard's torn up. I mean, this is a real mess here, right? But guess what? The house survived it. We lost all our food, which we assumed would happen because we lost electric, and I couldn't worry about that. I had to worry about getting my daughter to safety and saving her things. We are hurricane survivors from Hurricane Sandy up north years ago, and we lost our home, and my daughter lost all her stuff, and I didn't want her to experience that again. So even though she's older now, I wanted her to like if we lost everything, I wanted her to have everything in her room still intact. So we packed as much as we could up of her room and took it to a friend's house and left it there so that when we came back, she would at least have all her belongings around her and wouldn't really feel the impact of the loss again in her life that she had before, right? In between all this, she's also lost her father, and I lost my two best friends, and this has been very hard for her. So she also lost my father, who was my grandfather, her grandfather, who was very close to her. So she's really lost all the male figures in her life, and we just wanted to make sure, they were important. We wanted to make sure she didn't have any more loss again. So we just packed everything up, and we figured if all else fails and the whole house is gone, she will have all her things around her and she won't feel that impact again like she did before. So anyway, it's been a lot of work, and it's been a lot of effort put into, and not just from me, from friends who helped me, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for helping me to make sure that my daughter didn't have to suffer a loss like that ever again. Um, and thankfully, we came home, and here it was. Our house is standing. Our neighbors were calling us and they were telling us our house looked good. It looked good. I think they're right. We haven't been able to check out the whole house yet because of how mucky and muddy and flooded everything is. But today we're going to put on the proper clothes and we're going to get out there in the trenches and see what we can do in the yard. The yard is a disaster. Um, Everything, the house is filthy. Like, I mean, filthy to the point where normally I would, think of power washing it myself, but I almost feel like I'm going to have to hire somebody to do it because it's that unbelievably it's a disgusting mess. But I'm so happy just to have a house. Like, me and my filthy house, we're very happy. But I do feel so bad for those people who lost their homes and who have gone through hell because of this. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. When this hit, I was a couple hundred miles away from my home, which I knew was going to take virtually a direct hit. Um, and I thought we're far out of Dodge. We'll be okay. Let me tell you what, with a storm this size, There's no such thing as being out of Dodge. We got plummeted at the hotel I was at so badly that the water came in through the hotel doors, the slider doors, to the balcony. And the entire hotel room was drenched. And it was a condo, like a condo tel, like a condo hotel. So it had a tiny little living room with a kitchen area, like a kitchen and living room that's like a combined open space. So thankfully, we were able to put all our stuff out there to keep it from getting any more wet. But what a nightmare. Hard to believe that this place was drenched just from the force of the wind driving the rain and the force of it. The wind, I could swear so many times, like I couldn't sleep the whole night. It felt like those glass doors were going to get broken from the force um, of the wind and the rain being driven right into it. Was really, really scary. And this was, like I said, a couple 100 miles away from where it made landfall. But then it came up to us and just spun on us for 48 hours and just like boom, boom, boom. It was just crazy. Even after, like, 24 hours of getting completely plummeted, for the next 24 hours we'd get these bands of strong, very strong storms and winds and tornadoes that were being spun up. It was so scary. I'm so, like, blessed that we survived it. um Really, and my heart goes out to all of you, and even not just all of you that got hit by Hurricane Ian. The Bahamas, and I think Cuba got hit, and I don't know who got hit. A lot of islands got hit. I was busy trying to save my daughter's stuff so that she wouldn't suffer another loss because, like I said, we survived Hurricane Sandy, but we lost all of her things. So I was just so busy trying to make sure that I could pack all her things so she didn't lose them again, that I wasn't really paying attention. All I knew was I had to make sure my daughter didn't suffer any more losses in her life. Um, so anyway, I was busy doing that. So all of you that did get hit, and I know that lives were lost, and I am so deeply sorry. And I know people lost their homes, and I am so deeply, deeply sorry. And I'm praying for all of you. And not only that, at the same time, right before we got hit with all this, Nova Scotia and that many areas out that way got hit by Hurricane Fiona. So, like, Fiona was a big bad storm too. I think it was a different structured storm, but I'm pretty sure it was a category 3, maybe even 4. So my heart goes out to you guys too. So much devastation happening this last 2 weeks. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm praying for all of you. So let's just hope and pray that people are okay, that they make it through this. I mean, we lost everything in Hurricane Sandy, but we survived, as people, as humans, we survived, right? So I hope you guys are all okay out there. I'm so sorry, no weeklies this week and no dailies. Obviously, my hands are so full right now. But I will, as soon as I get a chance, I will try to get anything out. So if I get a free moment, I'm just going to do a daily reading. It might be completely out of the blue, out of nowhere. So you might want to just check back with the channel every now and then. I might do just random things to keep something going for you guys so you have something until we catch up. I know that normally yesterday you would have gotten your monthly readings for October. I haven't even recorded them, and they're my biggest readings, so they take days to record. So remember that. So I feel like I'm trying to debate on whether to just skip them and get on with dailies and weeklies. If you guys would reach out to me and let me know what you prefer. Would you prefer that end of this week I put all my effort into getting you some monthly readings, or would you prefer that I put my effort into getting out daily and weekly readings? Because I figure this, it'll take a little more time to do dailies and weeklies, but I might not be able to do every single day, right? So I know I won't get to them for the next week, right? But maybe I could throw one in every now and then. So even if you don't see a daily reading from me for Monday and Tuesday, maybe you'll see Wednesday and Thursday, maybe even a weekend reading. and I'll be working on the weekly readings. If I put my effort into the monthly readings, it's probably just going to be focused on those because they're bigger readings, right? So let me know what you guys would prefer. At the bottom of the in the comments down below, let me know, what do you guys like the most? Dailies, weeklies, monthlies? What is your priority? What do you enjoy the most? Or if there's two of them that you enjoy the most, write it down there, please. Um, and I'll do my best to get something going for you guys. Won't be with for a few more days. Like I said, I'll start working on them at the end of the week, probably by maybe Wednesday, if all goes well, or Thursday. I could have some, I will probably have stuff coming out to you before the weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know. But let me know, what's your priority? What do you guys enjoy the most? Because whatever you enjoy the most is where I'll put my efforts in. Because I really want to give you guys what you want. Anyway, all right. So, thank you guys so much. I do have to go get my butt back to work. I'm not going to lie to you. I am utterly exhausted. So, I'm going to try to utilize this morning energy as quickly as I can to get as much as I can done. Like I said, this has taken its toll on all of us. I think we're just really, I could see myself wanting to just lay in bed and sleep all day, but I can't. I wouldn't probably ever do that anyway. I just don't have that kind of a personality. But I don't have that in me to lay in bed all day. But if I did, boy, that today would be that day. Anyway, guys, have yourself a great week. And I'll keep in touch with you guys. And thanks for the feedback. I really do appreciate you guys. Those of you that take the time to comment down below. I really do appreciate the feedback too on what you guys want. I want you to have what you want. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.